And joining us now is U.S. Representative Henry Cuellar. He represents hundreds of miles along the U.S.-Mexico border. Congressman, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us this morning.
Thank you. Good morning to y'all.
So with Title 42 ending tonight, what do you think is your biggest concern for your district and the state of Texas as a whole?
Well, keep in mind that the Brownsville area across in Tamaulipas, there's about 40,000 people that we know. The area across El Paso, there's about 60,000, and in between there's thousands. So we're talking about at least 150,000 plus that are just on the northern border of Mexico with us. And that doesn't include the hundreds of thousands that are coming in that we know of in the interior of Mexico and the other places. So there's large numbers coming in. And quite honestly, you know, we're just not ready to handle this large numbers of folks. The bottom line is, if there's no repercussions, people think it's a speed bump, they're gonna be brought in, they're gonna wait for years. And under the asylum law, there has to be a persecution by the state. A lot of the reasons that I listen to Spectrum News when I'm back there in Laredo. I hear the reasons why they come in. A lot of the reasons that they're coming in are not reasons to be allowed under the asylum laws.
And Congressman, what more can you tell us about the Biden administration and Congress's plans to try to address this massive surge that we're expecting at our border?
Well, you know, first of all, Congress has added over $2.4 billion in the last 2 years to CBP. $2.4 billion have been added down there. The administration, and I've talked to the secretary, there is a new rule that will come in place as soon as Title 42 goes away at 11:59 tonight. A new rule comes in. I think this rule, if they implement it, will be effective. My only thing is I wish they would have done this months ago instead of waiting till 11:59 tonight.
Yeah, Congressman, I mean, we had a lot of talk of policies and troops and money, but, you know, this is happening in a few hours. What is your message to the people there on the front line, people living on the border about to experience this influx of migrants?
And you're right. I don't go visit the border. I live at the border. Every time I go to church or go to the school or go to wherever it might be, a restaurant or a store, I hear from people. People are concerned. Now, is there a criminal issue here? No, there are some people that do have criminal records. The border is still safer in so many ways. Actually, take Laredo as an example. It's about 3-4 times safer than where I am right now in Washington, D.C., and that's murder, rape, assault, killings, and all that. But is there an immigration crisis? Yes, there is. And the Homeland is going to be working together to try to address it. I just wish that the state of Texas would coordinate with this in a more way that would coordinate so we can be more effective.
Yeah, Congressman, I was going to ask what the relationship is working with state officials, with Governor Greg Abbott's office regarding, you know, these massive numbers that we are expecting.
You know, on the ground level, DPS, the Homeland, they work together. They try to work together. But on the higher levels, unfortunately, there's no communications. I think the only communications are through sound bites. And I think through sound bites doesn't get us there. I wish it would be like in the old days where we actually would sit down, and I would be there in some of the meetings where we would sit down at the highest levels to work together. And that's the way we should do it. We should coordinate together with the state of Texas. For example, I'll give you one example. When the state was doing those inspections, it was only mechanical inspections. They were not stopping drugs for people from coming in. The only thing they were stopping was trade, and I'm glad they took those inspections. I think they were doing them in Brownsville. And that's, you know, those are examples that we should talk and work together.
Congressman Henry Cuellar joining us this morning. We thank you for taking the time to inform our viewers this morning on a very fluid situation. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. And for more refreshing stories about your community, click the subscribe button right over here. You can also download our Spectrum News app to get live news coverage, weather alerts, and more wherever you are. And don't forget to tune in to Channel 55 on Dish and DirecTV for live local reporting every single day. We'll see you then.